Okay, so let's have a conversation. We would have thought that Mihoyo would have learned their lesson with the anniversary banner, but it looks like they did not. Honestly, at this point, I think Mihoyo just doesn't. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. I feel like they don't have a good sense of marketing. They don't know how to market, especially like with this new world of streamers and everything going on. They just don't know what they're doing, how to properly market. They've been just having scandal after scandal after scandal because between the anniversary scandal, not scandal, but like drama, we had the whole Elon Musk thing, which they deleted that tweet so quickly. And then we are now to this. So to get caught up, Mihoyo is doing event. The event is you get a free glider. And the way you get this free glider is you have to sub to Genshin Impact streamers on Twitch. Okay, so let's go over this because just that sentence sounds fine because like you're supporting your players, supporting the fan base, kind of giving back in a way, I guess, to them. It's a kind of a bizarre way to give back, but you know what? We'll take it. As a small streamer, I need everything that I could get for recognition and things like that. I totally get it. I thought that would be cool. At first. However, once you start reading into it, it's not good. It is not good because the streamers that you have to sub to are essentially going to be the top 1%. So I'm going to go into this from the side of a small streamer, and I'm also going to go over it into the aspect of the bigger streamers, because both sides they just hurt both sides, because this contract is not good at all. So as a small streamer, it didn't make sense to only promote your top 1% of Genshin Impact streamers. So here's the deal. For marketing, kind of, you want to go beyond and get new people to join your fandom, discover the game, because more people equals more money. That's just marketing 101. But if you're, promoting people that are already Genshin Impact streamers, you're not going to be getting new players because they already play the game. That makes no sense. So for them to have been like, yeah, we're just going to promote the streamers that we pick that are the top 1% of the streamers, and not promote like anyone who is like lower than, what was it, like 500k concurrent viewing, which is incredibly freaking hard to get, is insane. Mihoyo could have used this opportunity to give back to their smaller streamers and said, hey, you can sub to any Genshin Impact streamer or anything like that. They didn't have to even do the sub. They could have just said, hey, watch 2 hours of a Genshin Impact streamer. That would have been fine. It would have had a great effect on the streaming community. But no, what they ended up doing is pick the top 1 to 2% of Genshin Impact streamers already have huge audiences, and being like, hey, pay these streamers money and you can get the glider. It doesn't make sense. It's very insulting to anyone who's like a smaller streamer who do play Genshin Impact a lot, especially if they play it religiously. Like it's very insulting. I don't understand the mindset at all, because it doesn't make any sense marketing wise. because these are already the top 1 to 2% of streamers for Genshin, so their fan base already plays the game. Mihoyo's getting nothing out of this but negative publicity, so it makes no sense. Like, at all.
I must say,
so, thank you for the sub.
_Fox just subscribed. 18
Thank
months
you for the
laughing
sub.
face.
So, it makes no sense on Mihoyo's part to have only been promoting the top 1% and say, hey, you have to give them 2 subs. Like, that makes no sense. But it doesn't end there. It does not end there, because when you start actually looking at this contract that these top streamers had to sign, a lot of them rejected it, and it's for a good reason. So in this contract, you had to only play Genshin Impact for 2 weeks straight. And within those 2 weeks, you could only be positive about the game. So essentially, they're telling you, you can only say good things about the game, and you had to play it for 2 weeks. And do those streamers get compensation for that? They do not. And it gets worse. Because not only do they not get compensated from Mihoyo for playing their game on their stream for 2 dedicated weeks, they cannot get sponsorships during those 2 weeks. So those streamers cannot get any other income for those 2 weeks. That is insane. No big streamer should have signed that contract because it's insulting to the streamer. It's just insulting. And I feel like it's just that Mihoyo does not understand the community. They don't understand streaming. They don't understand really anything about it. So I feel like that's a big part of it.
All right, then.
But
I'll teach you. Oh yes.
it's just, it's insane. The amount of censorship too, of like, you can only say good things about the game. It's insane. I know Mihoyo has a lot of problems when it comes to streaming. I've seen it before because I've seen their sponsorship thing before, and I think like one of the times I had to stream the game like so many hours every single day, but Mihoyo also doesn't compensate you. So it's basically free labor. I'm not 100% sure if Mihoyo's getting any of the cut too, because a sub on Twitch, right? You only get, I think, $2 per sub. Like, so say that they get like, you know, half of that, then the streamer's only getting $1. The only people that this could have benefited was smaller streamers, because it would have exposed smaller streamers to more of the Genshin Impact fandom, got them better, you know, viewership. It would have helped their smaller fans. That was the only way they should have gone with this, because that's the only way that it marketing wise would have made sense.
I'll teach you. Oh yes.
Yeah, it makes sense for smaller streamers, because smaller streamers do not get sponsorships. Getting sponsorships is incredibly hard. Getting any recognition on Twitch is incredibly hard. Unless you have a dedicated fan base outside of Twitch, getting any recognition or anything is so freaking hard. And I don't think most people understand that. But not just that, the amount of insult that Mihoyo basically is doing to the creators that did sign this contract is insane. And I don't know why you would freaking sign this contract. Because even if you're saying, I'm going to give back to my audience, that's why I'm going to sign this contract, that's not giving back to your audience. That's the audience giving back to you, because the audience don't get anything for free. You get the free sub. I'm very confused by this.
Knights and aristocrats share
Like,
the same
there's
cultural
no
heritage,
good play on how to
but
do
the
this.
knights had enough
The
sense to do
only
away with all the
people that it
superfluous
made sense
detail.
to do were smaller streamers. But that's not the way that Mihoyo went. And it makes no sense. I have no idea. I wish somebody could enlighten me what they are thinking, what they were thinking, because this makes no sense. They are constantly doing things that make no sense. I mean, the whole Elon Musk tweet was so weird. I just can't. And they're just so out of touch, I feel like, with their fan base. They have no idea what streaming is. It's
Aristocratic etiquette is
I
all
really
just a
hope
show.
in the future
Just smile and
they
nod along.
change whoever they're doing for
I was forced to
marketing
learn all of the rules by
and
heart.
get someone else
Even I
that
don't
kind
take
of
them
has a better
seriously.
grasp or knows what they're doing, because obviously their marketing team right now has absolutely no idea what they're doing. So I'm really hoping for the best of the future, but this is a constant thing now with Mihoyo that I really, really don't like. And going over that announcement and everything was just insane last night. Like, not only did you just insult your smaller fan base, but you just insulted your big streamers. It made no sense.